Thank you for visiting West Coast Auto Enthusiast. Today we're featuring a 1959 Bentley. This is an S1 saloon. It's also an executive limousine. So the S1 refers to the engine. As I understand it, it's an inline 6. They went to an S2 on the back half of 59, and that had a V8 in it. So there was this is number 26 out of, it's either, I've heard two numbers, either 28 or 35 that were produced. It's a long wheelbase, which is uncommon, and then the executive limousine is also very uncommon. The chrome's in great shape, the body's in very good shape, the wood's been done, the upholstery's been redone. As you can see, the chrome's in good shape. So we just took this in and had it inspected. The inspection went good. The transmission and engine are in great shape. The only thing that came up was this brake cylinders are going to need to be remanufactured or replaced. There's two cylinders on the front left, 2 cylinders on the right front, and then the drums will need to be replaced in the back. And we've looked at doing that, but just because of the time it would take to have up on a rack, we haven't done it. Other than that, everything works and is operational. So there's no rust anywhere on this car. All the lights work, the wipers work, all the electronics work. I'll show you the back here. So the spare tire and jack. This is just a protective cover. The battery sits under here. So this is a plate that just releases with a couple screws, and then the battery sits under there. We just put a brand new battery in it. So you can see under here, no rust. So all the trim, all the glass is in good shape. You can see there's only there's a small mark here, a little paint damage, and a little mark here. That's a door ding that we had touched up. And other than that, cosmetically on the exterior of the car, really the only thing noticeable, you can see the windows are, or the side mirrors are in great shape. The white walls, the wheels, the signal indicators, I mean all that stuff is very, very clean. It's in very good shape. I'll just show you the interior real quick. So there's your door panel and your trim. So the woodwork was redone, and they went with a 2. So normally this would just be a one piece of wood. So we've got a trim on the top and on the bottom of this, and that's the case with all of the woodwork here. So in the back, as you can see, is in beautiful condition. Let's see if the divider won't work without the power on. So the trays are both operational. They just pop out. Sit right here. Kleenex container. As you can see, the headliner's in great shape. Both of the reading lights work. You've got one here. You got one on the other side. So both of those work, and you can see the trim on the door panel and on the back window, all in very good shape. You can barely see this. This glass is so clean, but there's a glass partition here that moves up and down. Hence the executive limousine. I'll get in it and start it, and just show you. So the front door, the trim, the only signs of wear and tear are on the armrests here on the doors. The rest of the upholstery is in very good shape. As I mentioned, it was replaced by the current owner. There's your dash. All the gauges work. I'm not sure the clock keeps an accurate time, but everything else is operational. So the key goes in here. I'll start this thing up for you. Starts right up. That's about as smooth as it gets. So you've got turn signal. There's your left turn signal. There's your right turn signal. Those work. You've got your heater over here, your lights, wipers, I believe, are here. So both of those work. You've got a CD player, aftermarket stereo, and then as I mentioned, you've got a privacy divider, and I'll just put this down. So as you can see, that works. It goes down, comes back up quickly. All the trim here. You got a glove box over here. Very, very clean. Very nicely done car. The engine compartment is interesting. You've got 2 releases on either side. I'll pop one of them for you just so you get an idea of what it's like. So this lever down here just folds down. You push it down. That releases the right side. And then you've got that. Pops up. As you can see, very, very clean. Anyways, it's a great car. It drives great. The transmission's in good shape. It's got a I think it's a 3-speed. Just moves right down the road. It's a as I mentioned, it's a very rare car. It's in great shape. It was either one of 35 or 28. We're trying to figure which one of those, and it's production number 26 out of those. So anyways, if you've got questions or would like additional information, please feel free to contact us, and we can be reached at 503-227-2354. Thank you for visiting West Coast Auto Enthusiast.